Привет, привет. Так, Александру разрешить. Разрешить. Добрый вечер. Как, ребятки, разобрались со своими твиттер-аккаунтами? Как успехи? Нужна ли какая-то еще помощь в этом? Может...
Я вроде делал нормально. Третий акт завел, причесал его, как бы там чуть-чуть ему активности добавил, пока вроде живой.
Угу. Может, кому надо, могу через яишку прогнать какую-нибудь тему. Там уже можно писать о себе. Какую-нибудь догенскую. Если хотите, могу закинуть. Выберите для себя какое-нибудь криптанское. Либо имя, либо просто о себе напишите. У нас 12 человек. Где остальные-то? Спят?
Всем привет.
Привет, привет.
Че так рано?
Ну, сейчас будет прямой эфир у Джейка. Ожидается. Да, уже началось. Алиса, пауза.
And you're right. Looks like we went all the way down to 81.
Ну что, я думаю, с ними можем поздороваться пока. Не торопимся. Сейчас они пока начинают.
Not really. $1,899 ETH, so almost $1,900 ETH. XRP though, still holding up pretty strong, up 8% on the week at a $2.25 XRP. How about BNB though?
Yeah,
up 15% on the week.
Oh yeah.
There was some news from Binance, but we saw the BNB as low as $550, right? Yeah, earlier this week it was at $550 per BNB, up to $626. So BNB looking strong on the week. Solana still at $122. Cardano is below 70 cents. Dogecoin at a
Спрашивайте,
24
как
billion
дела,
market
что нового?
Tron is at 21 billion. Chainlink at 9 billion or $13. Toncoin up to 359, up 40% of the week. We went over some news why that happened yesterday. Stellar Lumen's at 26 cents. HBAR is at 18 cents.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to guess, I haven't even looked today, but if I had to guess, good morning, everybody. Say GM in the chat. GM. What up, peace? If I had to guess, I'd say Pepe is below a 2.9, probably a $2.8 billion market cap. We'll get to that in just a second. Squeeze at 226, because Pepe does historically move with the markets, and it is at a 2.8. Like I said, below 2.9. I think that bottom was in, though, that 2.5. Hopefully we get back down there. But markets looking pretty meager today. Looking pretty meager. What up, Jayhawk? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here, as always. Markets looking pretty meager today. Shilling Army Moon says, what's the news today, Ronnie? Do we have a lot of cryptocurrency news today?
Yeah, quite a bit. I had to dig around for it because there was like really no, I would say like major news except for what we're preparing for and maybe some things that kind of developed in the crypto space. God damn, that fade is good. Woo!
Fade's good.
Barber's crazy good. If you want to pull up my screen here. So obviously, you know, this article came out a few hours ago. So it says Doge XRP down 3% as Bitcoin traders eye Wednesday's Fed decision, right? So everything's up to this man right here, Jerome Powell. Is he going to be hawkish? Is he going to be dovish? Is he going to slash interest rates? Are they going to remain the same? Is he going to hike interest rates? Probably the most unlikely scenario, right? But a few key points here. So the crypto markets was little change to lower on Tuesday with major tokens like Dogecoin XRP posting relatively small losses. Obviously, we're starting to see the losses kind of come in over the last 2 hours here. Yep. Bitcoin dumping. Bitcoin traders are looking for the Federal Reserve. Wait,
zoom in a little bit. So
are looking the Federal Reserve. Okay, they meant to say 4. Here they had a little typo here. So Bitcoin traders are looking for the Federal Reserve Market Committee meeting on Wednesday, which could influence the crypto markets depending on the interest rate decision. Analysts suggest that a signal for the Fed could ignite upward momentum for Bitcoin and potentially lift altcoins. Now, obviously, you know, with Trump in office, you know, he wants Trump to lower interest rates, but I think that the main point of all this is that with the whole tariff situation going on, with the whole economic plan that's really different from the last 4 years, we just don't know how Jerome Powell is going to handle this. And I think the best decision they can do is just kind of wait and see how all these things affect the market.
Is that bearish or bullish if they do this way?
А кто такой Април Галлери?
I think it's bullish because here's the thing. Like, if you turn the money printers back on, it's like kicking the can down the road. Like, we don't need to print more money right now. We need to figure things out because in the long term, we're talking about like the end of the United States, like dominance around the world, the dollar goes
Кто он
kaput,
такой?
you know? And suffering from hyperinflation or
Дэн, ты можешь написать в чате, что пусть он тормозит?
Like not good. So we have to get to a point where we fix it, short-term pain for like long-term gain. But in life in general, people just want things now. They don't want to wait,
Yeah, I think Jerome's in an interesting position, especially with Trump and the tariffs and the wars and everything that's going on, especially trade wars, what to do. So if you were a betting man, which obviously you're in crypto, you are, what do you think he does tomorrow at the FOMC meeting?
I think he does nothing. And for the point that I just made is that, we don't know how Trump's like economic policies are going to affect the economy and those sorts. We have an idea maybe right now, but we just don't actually know until things are put into play.
Absolutely. What's Trump's master plan here with these trade wars? Do you think he wants to lower the interest rates? Is that the end goal?
Yeah, because when you lower interest rates,
Спрашивают у него про
it
эфир.
encourages people to like start businesses, get business loans, buy houses, like invest in the country and those.
Good for the economy.
Yeah, good for the economy.
But why can't you just do it now? Does lowering interest rates too soon cause inflation long term? Why can't you just lower the interest rate right now if you're Jerome Powell? Like, why do you want to make sure? I think it's like a dance.
Как дела?
Go ahead.
Because we don't know if the tariffs are going to affect
Пока так будем заходить.
Because inflation is going down right
Потому что мы до этого к ним заходили.
Like 3 months lagging behind, we could say. So what happened 3 months ago is affecting the prices today.
На эфиры.
Not all the time.
Они разбирали в самом конце.
So if you
То есть мы можем, конечно, 40 минут их бомбить, но пока немного выжди момент.
Then that could, it could turn into a disaster where we're gonna have to start cutting down later. So short-term gain and maybe some long-term pain the next meeting and those sorts of things. So
absolutely. We got Vera in the chat. Hello, Vera.
What's up, Vera?
That's our first time seeing Vera. Vera, where are you from? I would guess South America.
Вот, Вера,
Latin
откуда ты?
I would guess.
Пиши ему.
Vera. Crypto Girl says, what do you think about ETH?
I have a whole article on ETH today.
Cool. So we'll get to ETH and we'll give you your thoughts on ETH in just a second. If you are watching this, guys, make sure to retweet this on X. Hit that like button if you're on YouTube. We have some breaking news here from Arkham. Pull this up. BlackRock just bought $40 million worth of Bitcoin.
Wow.
BlackRock is buying, Fidelity is buying, and Arkham Invest is also buying. Now, some good news. One of the meme coins that we talked about a lot in this stream. We have a lot of the Captain BNB community in the chat. Up to an $8.9 million market cap. Earlier this morning when I logged on, Ronnie, it was up like 67% of the day. Now it's at 54% of the day.
Yeah.
So nice to see Captain BNB recovering. This was honestly the gem that I thought was going to go insane. I mean, within 3 days, it ran up to over a $65 million market cap. Then we saw what happened with BNB meme coin. CZ literally decided to launch a meme coin on this day. But it held pretty strong. The community hasn't wavered. My bullishness on Captain BNB hasn't wavered. Vera's from Russia.
Hey.
I love the accent. You can even hear the accent through the screen. It said, I'm from Russia.
For sure, dude.
I'm from Russia. I'm from the United States. Nice to meet you, Vera. Shout out to Russia. Thanks for joining us on the stream. But Captain BNB, up to an $8.9 million market cap. I put out a tweet yesterday saying CZ Binance is now interacting with BNB memes. Which we saw he retweeted the Mubarak meme, which was incredible. Up to 150 million. I said, I'm confident he will show some love to Captain BNB at some point. A true CTO that is onboarding thousands of new investors to the BNB chain. The Captain BNB is
Также пишем Open Chart, все остальное, все связано с броком. И брок ставим только what the fuck, WTF.
Comment or engage with that token, right? Obviously, he has a lot of power and pull, but I do think it's inevitable at some point, especially as the BNB chain continues to grow. This is a good question here from Crypto Cipher.
Погнали потихонечку.
Excuse me. He says, what is the situation with memes now?
Yeah.
Memes right now are getting absolutely slaughtered. There's not one meme that I hold that is performing well, right? Every meme that I hold right now.
Brand new.
Yeah. Every meme that I hold right now is down 70 to 80%.
Yeah.
But every meme that I've held that I'm currently holding right now has already experienced a 70 to 80% drawback, right?
Yeah.
So I think if you're a meme coin investor, you just have to look at what meme coins you're holding, right?
Yeah.
For me, if they're in the top 10, top 15, top 20, I feel pretty comfortable about them. If there's something new like Captain BNB that's never really experienced a bull run, I still feel pretty comfortable. But if I'm holding a meme coin right now, which I have a lot, that ran from 0 to 400 million, and it's down to 50 million, I don't feel as confident. I'm still holding. I haven't sold it. I hope for one more major run up, which I think we're going to get. But I think it just depends. There's 10, 20 million meme coins out there, a crazy number. You just have to look at what meme coin you're holding. Is the community still rating? Is the Twitter account still posting? Are they still hosting Twitter spaces? Are they getting listed on exchanges? If they are, I would still feel confident. If they've kind of abandoned the project, it might be time to think about other ways. Yeah, I don't even like to cut my losses. Like I'm still holding every meme coin that I talked about.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping for recovery. But the truth is that Some might be dead, some might recover. But I think the top
Меняем
20, we're gonna
комментарии.
see one more
Не те же
major
самые отправляем,
run-up
меняем
from
комментарии.
meme coins.
Все разные
And that will
пишем.
probably be it for this cycle.
Yeah, did you see Crash reposted your shit, kind of dunk on you a little bit?
Let's see it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but we'll talk about memes real quick. Okay, here's the thing. You know, with meme coins, like when you think about celebrity tokens, like whatever, you know, I just kind of like ignore those. But you think about crypto, like being a risky asset, like the top altcoins, Bitcoin, when they dump, you know, you can expect like the top meme coins to dump at a faster pace. But the opposite is true. They're gonna pump like crazy, and that's why right now, like they made a good point. Like you know, you want to look at the products who are still posting on X regularly, who are still like getting listed on exchanges or doing something to interact with the community to keep the good vibes going even through the hard times, because those are the good projects that went even through the hard times. And you know, bet on the top memes. I would stay away from these other small cap ones that are, I mean, the upside's high, but bet on the bigger ones, in my opinion. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, this is why Captain B&B is pumping. Excuse me. Day 5 of the 4.4 million LP support. We have our winners, Captain B&B.
Wow.
Day 5 winner in the burst zone and mature zone. I don't have enough information on what this means. But
Капитан
it looks
B&B
like
выиграл
Captain
пятый
B&B,
день.
wow. Captain B&B
Они
received
следят.
$50,000 in the
Газуем, газуем,
support,
газуем.
which is massive news. So congrats to Captain B&B. I'm going to retweet this here.
Yeah, me too.
Оставляем комментарии
That's
про
big news,
ИИ.
man. They've been working hard. The community's still strong. I love it. Found that token at a I called it a $1 million market cap. Ran up to 60 million. It was great. Here was the Crashes Clay tweet. So I said, XRP all-time highs are incoming.
Yeah.
Which I believe. I'm not saying it's going to happen this month. I'm not saying it's going to happen next month.
Yeah.
But I do believe that XRP will hit all-time highs. And then Crashes Clay says, I think XRP will crash harder than any coin in the top 50 in the next 30 to 60 days. That's a pretty bold statement.
That's pretty bold.
I don't know if that's true.
Hey, we'll see.
And it looks like he's shorting XRP. Yeah, he is shorting XRP. He's already made $176,000 shorting XRP.
Not bad.
So he entered at 231, and it went down to
Ну, случайно не
26.
Yeah.
He is killing it. I mean, he makes it look easy, right? When he's shorting the markets and shit, like it
Yeah.
looks easy. Like, oh, XRP's at 230, like the markets are going to correct a little bit. I'll short it to 226, but he's made $176,000. He then went on to say, and this is a good tweet. Jake is dope. I just have a different unpopular opinion on XRP right now, and I'm happy to go against the
Значит, они
consensus, even
опустились
if
до
people
того
that I like
момента.
that are bullish on XRP. Just an
Раньше
example, think
такого
for
за ними не
yourself, even if you're
наблюдалось.
quote unquote friend or anyone you look up to or like, instead of blame someone like most of you do. Nobody
Пока
says
тормозим,
you have to
ничего не
share the same
отправляем.
opinion and lose money because, oh, Crash, you were bullish, or oh, this person was bullish, I lost because of them. Faggies. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I mean, whatever. You know, I mean,
Сейчас меня будет видно, я напишу неправильный коммент.
Давай.
I'm a lot like I don't leverage trade, you know, so I don't try to short the markets or time the markets, but I am willing to bet, and I think most people in this chat are. Let me know if you're not. That XRP will hit an all-time high at some point, right? XRP will probably be trading higher than 220 at some point.
Yeah.
At some point. Nico says that's a good tweet. Maturity. You can always agree to disagree. All good. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Crash on a lot of things. And look, honestly, Crash on the market than I do when it comes to this shit.
Yeah.
But I'm a long-term investor, so I'm happy
Ничего,
to
у
buy
нас аккаунтов
XRP.
много.
I bought
Вот,
XRP.
да,
That was,
видно.
I think that was my best purchase that I've ever made in crypto.
Значит,
Yeah.
они поставили блок на
Literally the
этот.
Pico bottom, 32 cents, when everyone was saying it was going to zero. And I held at $3. I'm holding at 220, and I'm willing to bet that XRP at some point in my life, I plan to live a long time,
Yeah.
will go
Отлично.
higher than
Yeah.
$2.20, right?
Yeah, different game plans.
But if you're a day-to-day trader like Crashes, like he's a day trader, right? And you leverage trade, you're probably willing to bet that XRP will go lower than 220 in the short term, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's long-term bullish on XRP as well.
And yeah, if you think about that though, that's assuming there's no altcoin cycle, because there's no altcoin cycle if XRP is dumping, and it's gonna be the worst performing crypto over the next, I don't know, 30 to 60 days. And you could say that, well, there's no altcoin season anytime soon. Kind of gotta be the same kind of sentiment, but we'll see. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Что, у них эфир лег, что ли? Или у меня интернет отвис?
We do have this pretty interesting article by ETH, which I thought was pretty ETH, and this kind of blew my mind this morning. Check this out. So, Standard Chartered cuts 2025 Ether prediction target by 6% to $4,000, and they're saying it's because of base.
So what do they do? They cut it to what?
So the price prediction from $10,000 to $4,000.
Jesus.
Crazy, right?
Who
So
is Standard Chartered?
It's a bank. sharply lowered its 2025 price prediction for Ether to 10,000 to 4,000.
Can we talk about how big that is? Like that is a massive,
huge.
Yeah, but we also have two though, right?
Yeah,
and
but not for the same reason though.
Why they do it? Because of Base? Why?
Citing
Base has ETH tokens.
Citing several factors, including Ethereum, Layer 2's Base is growing dominant. So Layer 2's and Base in particular now extract super profits from the Ethereum ecosystem. Standard Chartered Global's head of the digital asset research, Jeffrey Kendrick, said in a statement to the block on Monday while sharing his new report titled Ethereum Midlife Crisis. We estimate that Base, the dominant Layer 2, has removed $50 billion of market cap size alone from Ethereum.
Why?
Kendrick says. So Ethereum has essentially commoditized itself. Within its self-created Layer 2 framework, with a growing share of transaction fees now bypassing the Layer 1 chain. So people are choosing.
No way.
Yeah.
But you have to have ETH on Base.
Yeah, but it doesn't help the. It's not Ethereum. It's not Ethereum. It's Base Ethereum.
Yeah, but when you buy Base Ethereum, the price of ETH goes up as well.
I don't think it works like that. But check this out. So the solution would be to tax Layer 2 super profits in the same way governments sometimes charge super tax and foreign-owned mining companies that extract excess profits. So unless this happens, ETH to Bitcoin will keep going down, Kendrick said. However, he does not see taxation as a likely shift, leaving Ether's long-term trajectory uncertain. So Ether is currently trading around $1,900, over 60% down from its all-time high of 4,800 in November 2021. So why Ether is underperformed, right? So he says right here. Including the merge, right? So Ethereum which removed Ethereum's unique proof of work status among smart contract peers. Remember, it moved from proof of work to proof of stake. The Layer 2 concept that gave away value for free, and Denkun, I forget, it's Denkun or Denkun, whatever, which further empowered Layer 2s and created super profits for them, Kendrick said. So Base in particular, which crypto exchanges giant Coinbase incubated, is bypassing all the profit fee revenue minus data recording fees it extracts to Coinbase, its corporate owner, Kendrick said. So he's saying that the reason why is because, and I can see that, right? Because, Matic had a pretty big pump. I remember there was Matic meme coins, but it never got the same kind of traction that Base has. And to me, that kind of makes sense. I was like, oh, that's an interesting article. So there's more to this article, but I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, cutting the price prediction by 60%
nuts
is wild. But I mean, dude, we also have done that, so you're free to do that, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because in the scope in November, December, January was so much different than where we're at today. So it's okay to change your price predictions. I've done it. 60% is just a wild change. But ETH was looking, I don't think I ever went as high as 10K. I think my price prediction for ETH was around 8K at an all-time high. I mean, it was trading at $4,000 last January.
Yeah.
Most people would have thought that ETH would have kept going, but it didn't. Can you pull up that tweet by Hovey? That was a good comment by Hovey that I want to touch on for just a second. It was a super chat. Chat to Hovey. Has the 4-year cycle been broken? Now,
I think so.
A lot of people believe in the 4-year cycle, but I'll tell you why it hasn't. And I don't want to take credit for this. This is coming from Blockchain Backer, but go ahead and pull my screen. So when you're looking at the 4-year cycle, right? We peaked in 2021.
Yeah.
We peaked in 2017, 2013 to 2009, right? So 2009 is when we launched. 2013, we had an all-time high. 2017, we had an all-time high. Now, when you look at 2021, it's a little bit it's a little bit different, right? So a lot of people think that we peaked in November of 2021, which I think you think, right? At least I thought you might still think. But when you look at the entire crypto market peaked in April of 2021. April 2020 is when it peaked, right? Bitcoin went on a set new all-time highs. Ethereum went on a set new all-time highs. I think one or two other altcoins went on a set new all-time highs. Yeah. But most altcoins peaked in April of 2021. So we're here in March. If we do have one more run-up, or I think most of it peaked in May of 2021, excuse me. But we're here in March. If we have one more incredible run-up, we're still on track for that 4-year cycle. But I think a lot of us got confused because a couple of tokens hit all-time highs in November 2021.
Yeah.
But the entire crypto market peaked in April of 2021. So I think we're still on track for the 4-year cycle.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens over the next 2 months. But if we have one more run-up and then we start to dump, I would say that we're still on track for a 4-year cycle. But it's confusing because the major tokens, right? Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, they all set new all-time highs in November. But 99% of tokens peaked in April of 2021, May 2021.
Yeah, I remember pulling this article or this post by Elliot Trades the other day. And I've been following for a little bit. And he says the most difficult part of this bear market was that it shattered the framework of most of crypto. The 4-year cycle is officially dead. So that's what he thinks, right? He said it left most rudderless. But the point of this post was talking about how we elected the first pro-crypto president. And if you hear Trump talking about temporary paying, you got to believe him, right? So don't try to 7D chess, explain the shit he's telling you, what his plan is, right? The plan is working. Just see Trueflation's real-time inflation estimate. So inflation is in free fall. 10-year yield is down since June. Unemployment spiking. Energy costs down. I think the hardest part here is not to overthink this. Simply wait for the pivot out of the Trump and Powell. Wait for the pivot out of Trump and Powell and go all in. So obviously, we mean pivot, right? Keep lowering interest rates and those sorts of things. So I mean, which we already technically had a pivot, but yeah, I mean, it depends how you look at it, right? I guess we won't know until we get to like fall and winter, you know?
Yeah, I think
we won't really know.
I think we're gonna have a massive recession in the stock market and the economy, and the crypto markets are gonna take a massive hit. Nico ETH says retail isn't in the space.
No.
And liquidity that was moving around has been drained out with the soul pump and dump.
Yeah,
true.
You can say that, yeah.
And confidence with investors here on the insides has diminished. I would 100% agree.
Yeah,
I mean, think about where we were in January when Trump launched his meme coin. Like, that kind of was peak euphoria. It was just like, whoa.
Had to be.
Well, everybody was just like, dude, people were making. I have friends that put in like a couple $100,000, made $10 million in the Trump meme coin.
Yeah.
Ended up losing a lot of it on some of these other meme coins like Jelly, Libra, etc.
Yeah.
But we were in peak euphoria at that time. I still am confident that we have one more major run up this cycle. One more major leg up. And then we'll probably see us trading sideways. You know, some tokens might hit all-time highs, but I think one more major. I think we're in a good position, chat. I think we're in a good position. What's Ali Trading say? Ali Trading's been always giving these massive price predictions, and I guess he does charts. Ali Trading. What are you thinking? He says, including crypto, but we'll start in a few weeks. He says, agree, massive crash. Yeah, I think that we have one more major leg up, and then we start to see it down. But a lot of people are saying recession. You know that recession's the most Googled word.
Yeah. Entering a bit of a bear market before we get some parabolic run up. I'm okay with that.
Ну что, погнали тогда с двух ног, копируя ставить на максималках. Пусть он там.
Who's calling me while we have a stream? Turn that off. Silence your phone.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me, you know. It's interesting, but we did get some other breaking news. Crypto news says Binance has increased ETH holdings by over $600 million alone. Something massive is coming. I don't know. This might be an engagement kind of posty post, because we do know that you know, these crypto exchanges are going to load up. They also bought Solana, you know. But I think these exchanges are also buying the dip and just, you know, dollar cost averaging and those sorts of things. But who knows, man? We just don't know. It's crazy.
Captain BNB ripping today. Feels good. 8.7 million market. I mean, I think of this token, like out of all of them, has the most potential. And even when it was trading sideways, 4 million. I think we went down to 3 million. I wasn't even thinking about selling. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Что, все готовы?
The community's too strong. The branding's too good. BNB chain keeps posting them. All it takes, as we saw with Mubarak yesterday, right?
Сейчас будем в моменте его бомбить.
Captain BNB, I would say, is probably my easiest hold.
Да. Со свежего аккаунта.
It's just getting started. There's just too much.
Который вы сегодня не использовали уже на эфире.
I saw some breaking news when it comes to the BNB chain today. Did you see this right here? Binance Alpha 2.0 integrates SEX and DEX. So. Binance has introduced Binance Alpha 2.0, a significant update that integrates decentralized exchange token trading into its centralized exchange platform. Really?
Мне кажется, Денчик он испытал очень большое фомо.
Coinbase and base wallet in a sense, right? But it's directly
Соскамил целую кучу людей.
This allows users to buy decentralized exchange
и решил сейчас исправиться.
Binance accounts, enhancing trading efficiency and accessibility.
Да он же шилил на протяжении всего времени там разные же монеты, токены, которые ушатались вообще в камин.
Additionally, Binance Alpha 2.0 incorporates community-driven governance for token listings and delistings, promoting grading user.
Он же, видишь, он только рассказывает о тех монетах, которые сейчас на хайпе просто-напросто.
Rockstone tickers in there.
What's interesting to me is like, are they going to keep track?
Bless you.
Он просто не отвечает.
Are they going to be able to keep track? Are they, since you know your KYC on these exchanges, you're supposed to be at least, are they going to keep track of those transactions in there? Because the point of using decentralized exchanges is to have some anonymity.
Я ему как-то писал, он там отвечал, не сам он, там, скорее всего,
секретарь. Must be pumping Mike's back.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen Mike in 6 months. Captain BNB goes back to 10 million. He's back.
Saw him 2 nights ago.
I haven't seen him on the stream.
Yeah, I know.
He was here 2 nights ago. He was getting lit.
Ну что, погнали. Вперед. Пусть он там банит нас. Копировать, ставить, одно и то же. Без тормозов, просто-напросто. Показываем свою силу.
But you know, if you want anonymity, then obviously you don't want to do that stuff on centralized exchanges. But that's pretty cool.
Разорвем
Yeah,
ему
I think
чат.
it's good because now, I mean, if you have a Binance account, which we know, can you find out how many people have a Binance account? It's the most used cryptocurrency exchange in the world,
except for the United States. But
yeah, and now they can buy meme coins directly on Binance, which is massive. I don't think they're worried about tracking. I think, you know, the U.S. is worried about tracking. I think Binance is worried about having people buy crypto products, and that alone might be the reason that we saw Captain BNB pump today. Just the fact that it's now listed on Binance.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, not for spot trading though. You know?
Technically, I mean, it's not on Binance, but if you have a Binance account, you can now buy Captain BNB on Binance. So I like it for meme coins. I think it kind of. I think this is a step in the right direction for Binance. They've done some shit in the past, you know.
What?
I think they've done some shit.
Oh, listing meme coins.
Listen, 2-day-old meme coins.
Yeah,
hey,
if we were in them, we would. Yeah, if we were in them, we wouldn't be complaining. But yeah. Speaking of Binance, so Binance ex-CEO warns that he's still the CEO, in my opinion, right?
His
Richard
name is
Tang, where you at? Get out there, post more shit coins. Warns 95% of crypto investors won't survive. This is interesting.
Why?
So check this out. So CZ, the former Binance CEO, made a forecast for the crypto world.
Сейчас все внимание у них идет тоже
Just a
на
tiny percentage will succeed in the long
сеть
run.
Binance.
So yesterday,
Ну что,
to
ребятки,
an X post by Emperor Bitcoin, a crypto influencer next,
Всё?
who analyzed psychology of actors in
Отработали.
the crypto market and claimed that the overwhelming majority are not equipped to handle it. Emperor Bitcoin says the bar to succeed in crypto is very low. Emperor Bitcoin explained that 80% of crypto investors are, quote, tourists who enter the market based on news dynamics and leave when sentiment changes. Over 10% of the trade decisions based on foolish influencers, right? Womp womp. He had a 5% are just posing to be wealthy, leaving only 5% who really understand cryptos. He said that even if the 5% who are actually are insiders in the crypto space, most of them cannot beat Bitcoin anyways. According to CZ, among 5%, only 4% trade or allocate capital towards blockchain projects, which not a lot of people care about that. They care about making money.
Потому что вы уже находитесь в бане.
Outperform the buy and hold Bitcoin, right? So he's saying that the best way to, you know, be successful in the crypto space for most people is just to buy
Отлично.
Bitcoin.
Didn't we see this dude's wallet and he has like 99% BNB and like 1% Bitcoin?
It's crazy.
Yeah, so what's he talking about?
By comparison, long-term Bitcoin holders exceed 99% of all crypto market participants and outperform most traditional asset classes without
Ну,
breaking
так вот и
sweat, he said.
бывает.
At the same time, though,
Ну ладно,
he said
запись этого
climbing to the
эфира
top
будет,
1% of crypto
как
takes
мы
an
вошли.
extraordinary effort, work, and knowledge of the market. CZ said that 4% actively trade or work on products
Можем
that
потом
won't
ему в личку
outperform
отправить.
Bitcoin. Holding Bitcoin surpasses 99% of...
Как
Okay, so
русские боты просто его
but yeah, so
атакуют.
that's interesting, right? So, you know, this is the thing I always like preach to people. You know, and what should I buy? Just say buy Bitcoin, set it and forget it. One, it's like opening a can of worms when you start talking about centralized exchanges and shit like that. I say, download Coinbase, buy Bitcoin.
Так нам Владену было отправить, но я продублирую Дэну тогда.
I get it, but I'm not gonna fucking explain why that's important to a rando on the street.
You can take it off, right? Just get a safe file, get a hardware, get a ledger, get a
Так, ну
treasure.
что, ребятки, отлично, отлично пошумели.
I think that's probably the best move, honestly. It's like the meme coin space.
Я думаю, что они
When
возьмут
you
себе
get
на
wrecked so
заметку.
many times, you're just
Но
like,
в дальнейшем, я думаю, что они будут о нас рассказывать, как о капитане BNB.
Why not I just keep my money in ETH,
Будут
right?
также петь песни.
But you do historically have a better chance to make more money in.
Так что встречаемся в 8 часов вечера. Всем огромная благодарность, кто присутствовал на эфире. Это лучшая работа в мире. Так что давайте отдыхаем и готовимся.
Probably because I'm not streaming that much anymore, but a lot of the audience,
Да,
there's a few OGs, you know, that were that are still there, you know what I mean? But thank you guys for moderating. I don't know what happened there, but good.
Kick him out.
Kick him out. Get him out of here.
Shadow ban.
But I thought this was an interesting chart by Crypto Rover, so fuck, I can't
steal the chart.
I don't post. You get mad. Is this the one who got mad at you?
Yeah, he got mad at me.
So.
Ooh, pretty rainbows.
Yeah, pretty rainbow. So, you know, he says the title says Bitcoin is dead. Shout out to Crypto Rover. And you can see that we're in the part where it says Bitcoin is dead. Obviously, when you look at the last cycles, right? 2021 right here, we got, is this a bubble? FOMO and stuff like that. We haven't reached those phases. Man, we never got to the real max bubble sell seriously.
No, we didn't.
Parts yet. So that's interesting, right? So, yeah, we're at the Bitcoin is dead part. We could dump a little more. You see the break right here.
Who made this chart, though? You know, it's like, who made these rainbows?
It's just a fun graphic. But yeah, who knows? But I've seen it before. It's the first time I've seen something.
We're in the Bitcoin is dead for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We have some breaking news, Rodney. Some of the most important news that we have today. Adam Sandler is back in his happy place. Happy Gilmore 2 arrives July 25th.
Arnold. Jack.
Dang it.